Welcome back to another episode of Hubler Automotive Group Coach's Corner. I'm your host as always, Reese Byerly, and today I'm joined with my new consistent co-host, Zach Reese.
Pleasure to be here. Glad I'm making it 2-0 this week. So.
Yep, we love to have you on here. And today we are joined with the both the boys and girls golf coaches and the 38th president of the PGA, Mr. Ted Bishop. How you doing today?
Great, guys. Happy to be here.
Yep, thank you for coming on. And the other night, recently, you guys played Greenwood, took a win, didn't play a couple of your starters due to rest and due to the fact that you guys have conference coming up. Just describe how that meeting went for you guys.
It went well. We had a chance to play a lot of our younger players. We had 4 freshmen in the lineup, and I think we won by 43 shots. But it was a good opportunity for us to rest 3 of our better players and get a couple players sick. There's a lot of stuff going around school, so we're just trying to get healthy for tomorrow's mid-state.
So heading into conference and all of that, what are you expecting some key matchups to be?
I think this will be the 5th conference match that I've been a part of with boys and girls combined, and one of our primary goals every year is to win the mid-state, and we've done that the last 4 years. So the teams that we've played up to this point, Plainfield would probably be our strongest opponent. But if we go out and play like we're capable of playing, the match is going to be at Foxcliff Golf Course in Martinsville, which is a tough golf course, but we should be okay.
Kind of taking a jumping back to the county, you guys were up at the turn, didn't quite finish out how you wanted it to, but you got to be optimistic on how your team looked, finishing second, shooting a season low, I believe you guys did at county. Just tell me what that experience was like for you guys.
Well, I think Reese, our team has done a nice job of improving all season long. And, we started the year ranked 13th in the state. This week in the poll we're ranked 7th, and it's a very legitimate ranking. I thought we might actually move up to number 6 because we beat Noblesville in the Hall of Fame tournament last Saturday. But the thing I love about this team, it's a young team. We start 2 freshmen, a sophomore, a junior, and a senior. And if you look at their season best scores, and that's kind of the important thing this time of the year in golf, Lexi Ray, 70 is the best score that she shot. Reese Phillips has had a 74. Addie Livorno's had a 76. Morgan Sandrock has had a 79. And Addie Bright has had an 80. And, if we can catch all those players playing well at the same time, we're a really hard team to beat.
So speaking on this younger team that you just mentioned, and I believe you only have one senior this year, Morgan Sandrock, are there any sort of like leadership issues, or does everybody seem to just come together?
That's a really good question. I think everybody, because she is our only senior and she's a 4-year letterman, everybody respects the position that she's in. Morgan is a good leader. Morgan is not necessarily the best player on our team, which sometimes is a challenge for a senior to lead when that's not the case. I mean, Lexi Ray, our freshman, is honestly one of the top 5 or 10 players in the state, but she's done a nice job as a freshman to come in and really respect Morgan's role and let Morgan lead, and Morgan she's done a great job in doing that.
So with the long golf season, having a lot of meets, a lot of practices, sometimes it is both mentally and physically hard. What do you kind of do as a coach and as a leader to all the team to make sure that they're always just kind of doing their best, whether it be in it mentally and or physically?
Well, the interesting thing about girls golf is the shortest IHSA season of any sport that's played all year. I mean, from the time we start practicing, July the 30th until our season is technically over with, it's like 57 days until the sectional, and we have 17 competitive dates, so that only leaves 40 other days during the season. You lose 8 of those to Sunday, so you only have like 32 days of practice between the time you start and the state tournament. And the big thing in a sport like girls golf is summer preparation. Do you play in tournaments? Are you taking lessons? What are you doing to get ready for the start of the season? And by and large, our girls did a really good job of being where they needed to be, because unfortunately, in a season short as ours, you really don't have a chance for a lot of player development. I mean, you got to go with the best people you've got. You got to play them, and hopefully it works out good. I mean, we're very fortunate this year with this team in that we really have 6 bona fide players that it could be in our starting 5. And Kara Hukin is our number 6 player, and honestly, Kara would start on most of the teams in the state. And she has done a great job of making our 3, 4, and 5 players better, because they know that she's right behind them and she's pushing them. And if somebody goes down or gets sick and we have to throw Hukin in the lineup, we'll be fine.
So just wrapping up here, looking towards the end of the season actually. So what are your expectations going to sectional, semi-state, and then finally state?
Well, I think, our sectional, it'll be between us and Center Grove. They're going to host the sectional at Hickory Stick. They're going to be really tough to beat on their home golf course. Top 3 teams go to the regional. We're going to advance to the regional. We host the regional. We feel like we'll be a hard team to beat on our course, but in our regional, right now this week, we've got number 3 Center Grove, we've got number 5 Batesville, we have number 7 Franklin, and we've got number 12 Floyd Central. So, we'll have to play well to get out, but I feel confident that if we do what we should do, that, we will make the first appearance that a girls team has made since 1999. So that's kind of our goal. And then I think after that, when we get to the state tournament, they recognize the top 6 teams. You go to the podium, you get a medal. And I would say for this team, that would be our goal, to be on that podium when it's all said and done.
So lastly, kind of wrapping it up here, just kind of what Zach backpacked on. You guys practice at a course you guys are very familiar with playing. Kind of tell me what that does for your team, knowing that they practice this course every day, and when they go out on the playing field, that it's the same course they always play.
Well, I think it's a huge advantage, and more than anything, it's just the familiarity of hitting shots on every golf course. There's always half a dozen key holes in an 18-hole round, maybe holes that require a little bit of local knowledge, some things along those lines. Knowing the greens, knowing which way the ball's going to break, all those things. There is no question that familiarity, definitely can help you down the road. Now, the thing I would say about the Legends, over the years, I always felt like our course is pretty straightforward. It's not rigged up. It's like what you see is what you get. So, good teams come in there and they'll be able to score. That'll kind of negate some of the home course advantage. But I think more than anything for our girls, psychologically and from a nerve standpoint, it's just like, okay, I've been here, I've seen this place a million times, and maybe they're more relaxed and they're more comfortable.
Zach, thank you for having on. Blessed to have you every
time. Of course.
And thank you, Mr. Bishop, for coming on. Best of luck to you in the rest of the season, and we're optimistic about your guys' odds in the state round.
Well, I appreciate it, and good luck to you guys in the rest of your season.
Thank you. And that was another episode of Hubler Automotive Group Coaches Corner.
Hubler is proud to be the official sponsor of Franklin Athletics. Score massive savings on all your favorite brands. Plus, get our 10-year, 200,000-mile warranty included. For all auto needs, just click drivehubler.com. Let's go, Grizzly Cubs!